In this video, I just want to show you what most business owners need to see about what's happening right now in with the current pandemics, right? So, if you are a business owner and your business is being impacted right now by the current pandemics, you probably want to stick with me for the next 10 to 15 minutes and watch this. And I can guarantee you by the end of this presentation, like 10 to 15 minutes, you will gain more certainty in your business, gain more confidence in your business, and probably make the right decision down the track, right? And if you're on Facebook right now and you keep scrolling, and if you want to keep scrolling and see the next cat video or the next jumping video, be my guest. This video is probably not for you. All right. So I don't like to waste time, and I want to keep this video short. So let's get on to it, right? Just give me a hashtag replay if you're watching it in the replay right now, and I'm just gonna look at my phone a bit and just turn the volume off. Just turn the volume off so I can read the comment if someone comment me, right? And anyone who's watching this, and if you like the value, like if you like the value of this, just give me a 7 in the comment. We will help with the Facebook AI. As you can see right now, I'm at home. I'm not in my office anymore, and obviously, I myself is being impacted by this. The same as everyone else, being self quarantined in the self isolation, right? So let's get start on it, right? So how to adapt during the time of uncertainty, right? So first, we want to show you a bird's eye view of what this is about, right? So I'm gonna show you why the demand is still there, right? And why uncertainty will make you make bad decisions for your business, and it's just gonna keep making a ripple effect. You're gonna make bad decision number one, which result in bad decision number two, and which result in bad decision number three, right? I hope that makes sense. And we're going to go through psychology of buying 101, right? So that's a simple economy, and people normally they forget about this in a time like this, right? And then we're going to talk about some strategic way to adapt your business in this time of hardship, right? And then we're going to talk about the number one rule you should always follow in this time of hardship, in this time of the hardship, where everyone is just default to follow what everyone else is doing, right? So, um, so we just want to start off with understand the basic and the current situation that we're in right now, right? So, as you can see, you probably know and seen this graph before. Everyone's talking about it, flattening the curve, right? You probably see it in Facebook, see it on YouTube, see it in the news. So right now we're in this stage, and every country, including Australia, where I'm at, we are driving toward the blue curve, right? Which is the more flattened curve, right? So what does that mean for us, right? What does that mean for us that, I'm just gonna, come on. So what does that mean for us that the x-axis is time, right? So the x-axis is time. If we are moving toward the blue curve, that means that this pandemic, this situation is gonna stay here for longer than what we predicted, because the x-axis is time and the blue curve it take a lot of time, as you can see. So yeah, that's the current situation we're in. We are driving toward the blue curve, which is gonna make the pandemic last longer. But we also want to shorten the curve as well. But you know, everyone say this. This thing is here to stay for quite a while. You're talking like 3 6 months here, not just a couple of weeks, right? So let's get some facts straight. Also, the industry that get hit the hardest, get the biggest punch out there is hospitality, tourism, indoor gyms, and in or everything that is indoor entertainment. Right, they're gonna get hit the hardest, and retail is not as bad as depending on where you at, but retail also get hit the hardest also. So my parent also get laid off because of this, because they work in retail. So I just want to my family and everyone here is feeling the impact of the blow, right? So but what we want to focus on and understand is that not everyone is losing their job, right? So even though you can see like a lot of people around you, like millions of people, total in the United States alone, I heard like 3 million. losing their job or being laid off, but not everyone, right? You just have to remember, not everyone, right? So every office job, such as accounting, engineer, they still have their jobs, and every online job, such as consulting, coach, and marketer, they still have business running, right? So and especially every healthcare job right now, they are in triple demand, right? My brother is a nurse right now, and he being asked to work overtime over and over. He even asked to work on the weekend, which is unusual, right? So, and every mobile job as well, plumber and painter, everyone that need to travel to their workplace, to the jobs, they are, probably not being affected as much, or being neutral at all. And especially every delivery jobs, right? So postage, right? I heard, just read somewhere, Amazon is doubling, paying 1.5x extra to their worker to keep them stay in the workshop, and sort out the products and deliver the products. And Amazon being flux right now with order, and they can't deliver on the due date. That's how much demand it is in the delivery industry right now, right? So while half of the industry is being impacted and being kicked in the butt, the other half is thriving. Just want to paint the picture here, that even though you feel like everyone around you is being laid off and losing their job, it could feel like that. But if you're looking like for fact, it's not like that, right? And let's just not forget about insurance broker and mortgage broker. Those guys are striving right now. In this time, everyone would want insurance. People who have the cash, they would want to go for mortgage, right? Because the interest is low and the house price is trembling right now. So let's not forget about those two guys who are striving for real. So what does that tell us, right? That tell us that we have two part of the population right here, that one part is still have the usual job and the usual stream of income, and not to mention that they could potentially be thriving in this time, and we have another population that is jobless right now and being laid off, right? So we just get that facts out, and then we just want to move on to psychology of buying 101, right? So we just want to get through this part, and I promise you it might feel different right now, but I'm going to connect the two dots afterward, right? So, what is people, we want to understand why people spend their hard-earned money and go out of their way and spend it and then buy something, right? So the number one thing you should understand is that people buy into their desired future, right? That's the number one thing you should remember, right? So an example, as you can see here, I have the red person. Let's say we call him Bob, right? When Bob buy a toothpaste, he don't care about toothpaste. He wants to have a good looking or white looking smile like Chris Hemsworth, like so, right? That's why people buy, right? That's what everyone do. Everyone wake up every day in the morning, and they go to work. They do something because they want to better themselves. They want to get from point A to point B. That's including me, right? Everyone. And if you're watching this right now, it's also including you, right? And if you agree, just give me like a seven right now in the comment, right? People wake up every day because they want to be better. They want to better themselves, right? So people buy things because they want to better themselves, right? So they want to buy into their desired future. They want to buy something so they can look stronger. They can be look more prettier. They can be be more successful, right? So keep that in mind. And the principle number two of buying is that people buy out of their pain point, right? So when Bob buy the toothpaste, he want to avoid of being make fun of having a yellow teeth or having a dirty teeth, whatever, right? So he don't want to be made fun of, right? So pain point is more irritated than desired future, in my opinion, in my experience, right? So, or sometimes people do both. People buy because they have a pain point and they want to get to the desired future, right? So you've got to understand this two part, that everyone, including you, me, your mom, your dad, your sister, your friend, your best friend, your BFF, even whatever, whoever everyone has their own pain point. Everyone has their desired outcome. If a person don't have this two drive, they got no reason to wake up in the morning. Got to understand that, right? So as long as the economy is still thriving, is still working, right? As long as there's no nuclear apocalypse or there's no zombie land or something, there's always people with desired future. There's always people with desired pain point, and this half of the population is having desire and pain point right now, right? And what happened to them is that there's not much opportunity for them right now. There's shop is being closed down, business is being closed down. They can't go out. They're being self quarantined. They're being home isolation by themselves, and they can't really go out and spend their hard-earned money to get their desired future or their pain point resolved, right? So they, you know, even if they want to, it's harder and harder for them to do that right now. And right now, if we're talking about the supply and demand, I have the arrow but backward here. It should be on this side, right? So there's a lot of um, demand right now where there's really low supply. Honestly, this arrow should be on this side. I'm confusing myself. This arrow should be on this side, right? So what does that mean? That means that a lot of businesses being back off. They close down. They go into hibernation. They being like on standstill mode, right? They're being on standstill mode, and there's still demand, obviously. Just because I just explained the principle a minute ago, you should understand by now. And if you're talking about Facebook, online, social media platform, people are staying home. What do they do, guys? They stay on those platforms. There's more eyeball than ever at those platforms right now, and a lot of successful people, they understand this and they take advantage of right now, right? Because there's so many eyeball on it right now, and a lot of business are backing out, and they they not realize the mistake they're making and the huge opportunity that they could be losing, right? So I'm staying at how long is this live? Just don't want to keep it too long. Want to go through this real quick. Hey, everyone that watching, I should have looked at the comment more. Hey, Cheryl is watching. John is watching. What's going on, man? Strategic way to adapt your business, right? If you have a product-based business model, this is some of the way you can do it. Offer a free delivery, right? Why should you charge and making the friction even harder? You offer them free delivery and deliver for them, especially if you have a physical products that need to be consumed, like electronics and all that stuff, right? And doesn't mean you have to cut into your profit margin, right? Most businesses out there like e-commerce, they offering free shipping, but all of that shipping fee is included in their products, right? So if a product costs 10 and the shipping costs 15 bucks free shipping. All right. So that's how the e-commerce world works, right? Because I used to do e-commerce before. Turn the product to digital, turn it to digital. This is the best time right now where you have the most time in your hand. Business owner is always busy. You're always busy. You always got something to do. This is the perfect time where you take a photo of your products and put it online and make an e-commerce store out of it. Make an online store of it, right? This is the perfect time, right, guys? Because you have time in your hand right now. Use that time wisely and think about it long term. This is this pandemic is not going to stay forever. It's going to go away in a couple of months' time, right? You should make an online store and farm from your list, right? So what I'm doing here is, for business owner out there who have a database of lists, and you can. Lynn is watching. What's going on, man? Just gonna give you a wave. Hey, what's up, Lynn? So far from your list, that means if you have a database right now, this is the best time to test out your loyalty of your current customer, right? Just say, you know, business, even people right now, they could feel the impact of small businesses. If we all also want to help out the community back, like we want to give back to the community, right? And this is right now is the best time to reach out to your past customer, your past audience, and give them a bit of discount, give them a bit of push, and start from there, right? Farm from your list is probably the best one out of all the three. And if you have a question about farming from your list, just drop it in the comment. I'll give you, I'll answer what I can, right? So if you have a service-based business model, you can mobilize your service. I just seen an ad on the other day about physiotherapy. Mobilize their service. Meeting the client at their home. Um, but you have to check with the local government on this one. Don't take my advice for it. Hey Ash, what's going on? Ash is here. Let's give him another wave. You know, yeah. Uh, ask the local government about this one. But if you're a plumber or painter, that's probably for you anyway. And turn your service into an information, right? Turn it to a boot camp, online boot camp, online workshop, right? Do that. Right. Sorry. And then turn it into an info product, right? This is for coaching, this is for personal trainer. Why can't you just record yourself and turn it into an online course? Online course is worth $3 billion industry in 2019. It's the time to do that, right? It's the time to do that. You have more time than ever, and more people are online more than ever, right? Not even if you take the pandemic out of the equation, there's still a lot of people online, and it's growing every year, right? So turn it into an info product. Turn it into like week one, week two, week three, lesson one, lesson two, lesson three. Right. Hopefully that makes sense. And this is number one rule you should know from Will Smith. Got that from watching this movie last time. But you said fear is not real, right? Fear is contagious. Fear is like a virus. Fear is just like the coronavirus itself. It spread from one to one, and when it spread, the more people get infected, the more influence it has over general population, right? So you want to understand that. But don't get me wrong, the coronavirus, the pandemics right now is real. The danger is real, and the economy is really struggling right now. But the best will survive, right? So this is the end. I don't want to keep this live too long. And yeah, Charles, um, just reach out to me if you need any help. And yeah, stay connected, right? Stay safe.